Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we are here to continue our playthrough of XCom 2 War of the Chosen, featuring, excited to announce, we got work going on Long War of the Chosen. So we're giving this playthrough a shot to see how far they've come in their work, and hopefully encourage them to continue this wonderful work to adapt this mod to Long War of the Chosen. I'm excited about it and having fun so far on the playthrough. And here we are in the eastern U.S. about to go in on Operation Hammerclaw. It's a nice, extremely light mission to escort, not rescue, but escort a scientist off the map. So it's a little different than the other missions we've done in that we are revealed to start this mission. Extraction timer is decent as long as you don't have too big of a map to cross. Hopefully we will be able to survive this, because as you see here, we got a smaller team than normal, and so hopefully we aren't going to be activating too many pods at once, because there's only 4 of us to manage the job ahead of us. So we got Guinan as an assault, Worf will be along as our technical, Reginald Barclay is a ranger for us, and Clint, Dirty Harry Eastwood, as long as our specialist. So let's get right on in there on our way to see what kind of a map we get to start with.
We received a Priority 1 transmission from the spokesman. The Resistance has a VIP operating out of this area in need of immediate extraction. Advent forces are on alert nearby. Be prepared to engage and eliminate any hostile contacts. Secure the area and escort the VIP to safety.
Okay, our job, let's do the escort. We're going into Chicago, and we are going to see, and it looks like we might, if we're lucky, according to that picture, maybe have a gas tank we can explode along the way. So we'll see if we get that fun opportunity or not. Big city, big lights. Now the question is, can we get him out of here?
Incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume
okay,
for extraction.
It doesn't look overly distant, and we're starting from one rooftop to another rooftop. Looks like where we're going, yeah, that might very well be the gas station we got teased with at the beginning. So with gas tanks on the far side, we may not be blowing up any gas tanks. I like the fact that we are starting on the roof. We're kind of near one map edge here and one, so we definitely are starting in the corner. The question then becomes, do I want to go straight along the middle? Maybe not. Maybe we go, well, I'm left-handed, and I normally will start off to the left, but I tell you, not a lot of cover. I guess there's not a lot of cover on either side, but I'm almost feeling like the approach, I'm going to break with normal tradition here. We're going to start off heading to the right. Let's see if my left-handed, right-handed bias affects us this time, but we're going to the right, and if we fall into trouble, I'm going to be going to the left from now on. Let's see, Guinan, I think you have a nice 14 movement range as my... You're probably going to be, plus you have lightning reflexes, so yeah, you're probably going to be the one I put out on point. Let's see if we have on this first move any vision. No, nothing over the edge. It looks like we do have some barricade and maybe a checkpoint kind of building over here for cover. So yeah, okay, I'm feeling a little better about moving right. I don't see anything to the left, so I probably won't be able to compare for a while or ever, depending on what I expose to that building.
Yes.
Let's get everybody else up. With you, Worf, Clint. Let's get you up to this corner here.
You are the right man for this job.
And then Reginald, let's also get you up here.
Yes, sir.
And we'll just kind of hide the scientist in with us. We'll kind of start, since we're in revealed fashion, we aren't going to be dashing maybe quite as much as we're used to. I'm going to take it a little more slowly, although the timer of 19 will disappear fast if we run into resistance. The evacuation point doesn't seem that far away, but depending on the kind of resistance we run into, that can tick away awful fast, as we know. Let's just hunker down the scientists. We're just going to overwatch everybody at this point. I don't want to activate a yellow move, seeing as how we aren't revealed. Not hearing any sound, so I'm kind of thinking, let's get you up. Should we get you up to the corner and see as far as we can out there into the unknown?
All right.
And nothing so far. Look at that. Kind of thinking that we might, doesn't seem like a huge space in between, so maybe my intuition is working. The one time, of course then they could all be grouped all in one pod over here. The one time I go to the right, it seems to be working out early, but I should not talk too soon. I know better than to talk too soon. Let's just get everybody up to the edge. Clint, can you take this corner spot over here?
I'll be moving on.
And let's see, we'll bring Reginald right
Yes,
there,
sir.
and just bring Worf right up next to him.
Yes.
And there's our position on the wall, ready to drop down into the, well, it's not a lot of full, at least there's cover, just not a lot of full cover down there. But we'll deal. We'll deal. And we'll just bring the scientists up to the edge there. Okay, hunker down, man. If we do a little high level, high altitude overwatch.
Most important part about working
Okay.
someplace like
Well,
this
maybe I
is
did
the
speak
art of
too soon
listening.
because the sound cues are coming from right where we're going. So they're just waiting for me to jump down into half cover before they go, aha, we got you. Well, there is one full cover to jump down to, so Guinan, let's lead the way and see what you see down there. And I hear the
are you gonna
activation
do?
noises. There we go. Oh, 2 pods. Looks like we activated 5. Okay, I'm going left next time, guys. I'm going left. Just to announce that now. Oh my goodness. And we're about ready to be flanked potentially up there. So this Advent Trooper right here is a priority, or we're going to have to move Guinan on her second move as opposed to taking any kind of a shot. And with your rifle, you aren't going to get very far either. You're very flankable if I try to do run and gun on the engineer. There's, well, it says only 3 active. That seems to be lying. Up here in the upper right corner, it's telling me we have 3 active soldiers. So that means that other pod behind, I guess, didn't activate. Is that what I'm hearing? The problem is, if I push forward with Guinan to do a little run and gun right here, guess what? They'll be activated. What I may do, if I'm going to be activating them, it might be worth it. Oh, it's only an Advent, well, only. It's an to get a flank shot on the Advent Engineer. I may be activating that sectoid and the other trooper that was with him. So I'm kind of thinking that's what I'll do. But does everybody else on the rooftop even have, are they in range of a shot even? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. So the other move is kind of fall back a little bit. Of course that wastes time off the timer. Fall back a little bit maybe, and kind of goad them into coming after me with some overwatch. What kind of cover? Do I have any good cover I can move back into? That's the question. I can get inside apparently this window here, and so let's do that. Let's do the old pullback and see if we can run them into some overwatch on us. Let's try that plan. We're going to move while we do this. Let's get the scientist out of the range of fire. He is the one we want to save after all. Would do no good if some lucky shot got him. And let's put everybody else on Overwatch.
You have nothing to worry about, sir.
I am ready.
Is that all, Lieutenant?
Let's see if we can draw them into our trap. The trap is only good if we can spring it. That was pathetic. Oh, we got some damage on him, and now we almost got a hit. Oh, we're gonna pay for our little trap, I thought. Advent Trooper looks like he double moved, and we're gonna have to see if we can. Oh, we got a
Look at
little
me.
graze hit, it looks like, but she's protected by her armor. So we dealt out more damage than we received, barely. But we got 2 guys over here that very well could be flankable. And there'll be, that means running out Guinan over here. And possibly if we have somebody on the left getting flanked over there. But it definitely flanks these two guys here. And she was further forward, so unless this pod moved forward also, I hopefully won't activate that sectoid and whatnot and bring them into the mix. Whoops. Might want to help if I pick Guinan so we can get a true sense of her range. There we go. Yeah, it is going to have to be a run and gun to get the flank over here. So I'm thinking we will do that. I don't want to activate though. What other options? Let's just check out the shots we may or may not have with who we have left. We might be able to. We gotta light them up here. 57. So what's the odds that one of those are going to hit? I'm thinking I like those odds. As a matter of fact, we can start. I think what we'll do is we'll start moving Clint over here to get ready, so if we need, we can be in better position to flank from up above. Perhaps we're going to do that. Clint, you also have the abilities. What kind of abilities you have? You have aid protocol, so we aren't very well advanced, so there's not a ton you can do with your drone yet. Got to keep that in mind too. We're pretty basic troops still, not a lot of advancements. So let's start moving you over here, Clint.
There's a chance you don't come back.
We'll save your aid protocol in case I end up running Guinan out. And we need to protect her because she did some nasty activation over here. Let's do the light 'em up. Let's hope we get that coin flip and see if we can take out that Advent Trooper. Oh, come on, guys. We need to start hitting. We're missing just about every single freaking shot here. And it's time to get a hit. I'm telling you. Come on, listen to the boss.
Almost.
Insubordinate troops. Okay, Worf. Yeah, you have lots of fun little toys, but I'm not prone to use all these fun little toys yet. Let's get you a little closer over this way. Maybe give us some possibilities next time. Let's see if you can hit on 65, at least take out one of these guys. The Advent Trooper, maybe? Is his days finally numbered? Yes. At last. Way to come
allowed
through,
yourself to be
Worf.
distracted by foolishness.
Now I'm almost thinking, because that's only 44% is a straight shot from Clint Eastwood. Now I'm thinking I may do the run and gun. I have aid protocol available if I do some ugly kind of activation, and then we can flank that Advent Engineer. So let's try the little run and gun and see if that'll work for us here. Run and guns often stick us out into awkward positions. Maybe we'll do it right there to be a little less. See, if I either push forward too far this way, I can activate that sectoid and trooper he was with, or I push out a little too far this way and the unknown becomes activated. I think I'll push this way because at least I know the enemies over here would be in front of me and this cover would pay off. So let's push this way with the run and gun.
I wouldn't go there if I were you.
Scare away those civilians. And boy, do I have some choices on. Now, we're definitely going 80%. That's where our best odds are. Let's see if we can finish off this engineer. All right, we're down. We finally got the numbers back. 4 on 1 with the Advent Trooper. And with that in mind, what kind of a shot? You don't have a shot on him. So we will use your aid protocol. Has a 2-turn cooldown. But we got Guinan down there in half cover, and we are going to do it. Oh, we're not doing the scientist. We're doing her down there. Yes, we definitely want to do her. There we go. Protected. Always use protection, folks. And we will just hunker you down. There we go. And he's running back to that other pod. That is what we figure. Whoa! She is just the target to get hit here, isn't he? Now, do we activate that other pod over here? Yeah. We got a sectoid in the mix. coming back with her Advent Sentry. And we've used now, these guys are in pretty good cover. We've used our run and gun, so our run and gun won't be available. We've used lots of things. We've used our ammo by Reginald Barclay, and he's not in range of any of them. Looks like the turn timer is ticking down, and we still got a long way to go to extract. Geez, that seems a long way away now, doesn't it? I'm thinking what we will do is see, do we have time to do one more pullback and then hustle over to the extraction zone? That's what I'm going to count on with 3 active down there, and then well, not quite injured, but no more armorized Guinan, that's for sure. I'm trying to think of, would they be able to run that far to flank you if we got you out of sight over this way, or can we have to worry about a flank over there, so that's not the way to run back and goad them into coming to us. Let's get you right back in the window over here, Guinan. Let's get you over here for some Overwatch. In fact, a lot of Overwatch over here. Scientists is just going to do the old rescue citizen hunker. We know that move from... And Reginald or Worf, I think we're just going to do the reload and then Overwatch.
Hi. Acknowledge.
And I think we need to do the same with you over here. Reload and Overwatch.
Yes, sir.
Get your ammo back up. We're just going to have to play that Overwatch game, hope they're greedy and hope they advance. There's a good one, and we got him. Thank you for running around the corner and not staying in full cover. We have an animated one, and so that sectoid moved way over to the side to animate that guy, so he's kind of putting himself out of range for us to be able to, we're just going to have to do the old-fashioned taking down of the zombie. We won't be able to really be able to flashbang him. I'm thinking maybe now is the time to start moving down to get a little closer on these guys. We have no Overwatch on the sentry, it does not look like. Yeah, Clint, I think what we're going to do is we're going to run you down right here.
I'll be moving on.
Yeah, my thinking is, well, let's just take a look and see what this is. Small alloy cache, we can jam their weapons, perhaps. We have the ability to get a small, let's just take a peek a little closer at that. It's only a 52% to jam their weapons, so we will... Yeah, we're going to pass on this one. We are going to pass on this one. At least right now. We'll come back to it if we're ready to evacuate and I can have range of it. We may take the chance then, but right now it's not worth the chance. And I think what we're going to do with you, Clint, is... Oh, we do have sight on the sectoid now. I think I want to throw a little explosy, because I don't think you have range to be able to drop... Oh, we do. Well, there's the quick way to get rid of the zombie.
So long.
And then we just have to focus on the trooper, and that'll leave us just with the sectoid. So maybe that is the play, and it keeps us moving. I can feel like for the Advent Sentry over there, I can maybe then be a little more aggressive. What do you think about that? That is, if I can get down to freaking cover down here. Well, not quite there. What do we have? Do we have a way to get you down there, Reginald Barclay? I'm thinking we'll push you forward right here. Okay, what kind of a shot do you have to give us? That's 47%. Not great. So maybe Worf, what do you have the ability to do? You have a grenade. Can you get close enough to throw a little grenade and try to blow away a little cover and help us out? What do you say to that? No, I say, you say no. We don't have enough range to blow away any cover. So we do have, obviously, and you're not close enough for a flamethrower, and I would hate to waste a rocket launcher on just one piddly little guy. So let's see, Guinan, what kind of move can you get? We can get you up to full cover here. Not much of a shot there. What kind of a stun chance do you have against this guy? 57%. And you know, that's really as good as any chance we have right now. If we can at least stun the sentry, to allow us some maneuverability. Okay, very good, very good. Then that takes it to 47% to see if we can take him out. Got a hit, a grazed hit on him. And then we could take him out, or do I keep a little Overwatch going against that sectoid? Do I keep? Is he going to be able to move up here and flank? So I think I'm going to keep a little Overwatch going just to help maybe. I don't know if that. Let's go for the kill. Let's go for the kill, because if he runs over here, Clint just might be flanked. Because I don't know if my Overwatch range would quite cover that far. So he might. We're going to let him run loose for a 55% shot to try and take out that sentry. There's my decision. I'm sticking to it.
No!
Just don't get flanked, Clint. Just don't get flanked. And we're going to drop our scientist right down here. Come on, scientist, show him the moves. Okay, he's a little wonky, but he gets a wonky hit. I'm getting lots of low percentage hits going on here. What is going on? Well, I know one thing we can do is we can get over here to take out the sentry once and for all. And that should make it a done deal right here.
That was setting number 1. Anyone want to see setting
13
number 2?
turns left, reinforcements imminent. I say, guys, it's time to be pushing forward as much as we can. Now, by moving here, do I get vision on my sectoid? No, we don't get vision on the sectoid. Clint, what do you have the ability to do? Do you have a way to help us out with that sectoid at all? That sectoid is going to be mobile next turn. He won't be flashbanged. I'll tell you what we're going to do, Clint. As much as we got to be careful about pushing forward too aggressively, it's just what I'm going to do with you. I'm thinking. Sometimes it's scary when I get to thinking. Okay, let's see if we can get Reginald. Let's get you pushed up. There's a nice full cover there for you. I'm just not going to have a good shot against that sectoid unless I want to waste some kind of rocket. Do we have any full cover left for you anywhere around here? Well, not particularly, so you're going to have to be a tough guy and hunker down maybe behind some full cover. Is that the way we're going to have to play it with you?
We all knew the dangers that night, but we went anyway.
Yeah, we know the dangers. Let's hunker you down to try and make those dangers doable. And the scientist, we'll keep him way in the back right now, but keep him moving. And we'll do a little overwatch game with one of us at least, keep him from pushing forward too aggressively, and we've activated the other pod. So this is everybody on the map. If we manage to somehow deal with these guys, it's a straight dash, dash, dash to the extraction zone. And that was an odd little move for our sectoid friend. Let's see, we have run and gun available again now that we know where everybody is, but I think we gotta keep moving in the right direction here somehow. Guinan, let's push you up here. We still have vision on the sectoid back here, but nothing we're going to be able to do. Yeah, it's not much of a stun either at that range. Where can we get you on a blue move, Reginald?
I'll try.
And we've got a Worf move ahead of us. Let's see what we can do for him. Clint, I think what we're going to do with you is let's kind of want to pop you out, pick up that loot, because we're probably not going to get another chance. We'll take you back behind full cover. Yeah, this full cover right here is where I think we're going to be best suited for you.
What a load of shit.
I know. A menial job for Clint Eastwood just to pick up some loot. I know. Bear with me, Clint. We'll kind of just pop an Overwatch here since that's probably about, well, maybe, or do we run you forward to maybe get you closer in the future, but there's nothing super we're just going to Overwatch you in the back.
All right.
We're gonna Overwatch Reginald in the back. We gotta get Worf into things over here. Keep him moving. We're down to 12 turns. We're getting to the point where we're gonna have to start a motor, and reinforcements are yellow now, no longer green, so we don't have many turns left before we have to start worrying about the reinforcements too. So I can't dilly-dally around here for too long. Miss. Yeah, that shotgun miss. Shotgun Overwatch isn't the most reliable. What did he do? Practically move himself into a flank there, though? We got a nice miss there, thank goodness. Oh, he's going to try and head us off at the pass. Is that what it is? Oh, we got our first... she's just getting beat up by the grazes, isn't she? That's 3 grazes now that Guinan has taken. Well, that's not good. We don't need Clint mind controlled, not when he's got somebody with an easy flank on himself. We do have a way to break that mind control pretty easy. But how flankable does that make you then? That's the next question. I can't get aggressive with run and gun because there's too many other loose ends out there. In fact, you'd be quite flankable here throwing that flashbang, but I don't think you can quite reach from where you are. So we do have to move forward, and I do want to move you forward in full cover. Let's see, I believe the other trooper is on that truck, which also could be very potentially flankable if we unmind control our guy here. So I think that's the play. We'll kind of leave this guy alone over here, this Advent trooper, and we'll start moving as we can on everybody else. Because we gotta get moving. We gotta get moving. I can't be dilly-dallying around here. Let's see. We can potentially flashbang both. I can't quite tell because he's behind a truck if he'll be in range to get flashbanged, but we will try it anyway.
I like it.
Why not kill two birds with one stone, even though we're probably gonna flank him and take him out? Okay, Clint, what do you have the ability to do here? Can you get up here for a flank? Oh, he wasn't quite flankable after all. I'm thinking, who have we got here? We got you, Worf. And you have a flank right there. There's one. And Clint, you just can't get far enough. So what kind of shot do you have with a rocket? Not much scatter either. We can finally do some damage on these guys in the back, and he did get flashbang back there, so they're both flashbang. I think we're gonna go see if we can't do some damage back here on these guys.
The explosive yield has been increased by 11%.
Well, we only did it on the guy in the back. Clint, let's move you up here, take advantage of this flank. Payback for being mind control. Oh. We got a flank shot on the sectoid too, so that means maybe we bring you into the mix, Reginald Barclay. What kind of, I can't quite get you out there far enough. Unless I stand you in the open. Wow. Couldn't quite do it, could I? Couldn't quite do it. Well, Clint, let's get rid of the sure thing right up front. Well, as sure as a sure thing can get.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
And Reginald, let's get you up close to hopefully do something against that sectoid. It's only 32%. I think what we're going to do is get you reloaded and ready. That's the better move in this instance. We're going to move forward, be aggressive. We got to get our scientists moving toward evac and full cover hunker. He should be okay, I would hope. He's trying to cut us off at the pass here and overwatching. Finally, a non-graze move here on us. How about that? We got reinforcements still imminent. I'm still worried about those reinforcements. I think I'm going to burn the running gun just to get behind cover from this guy, but he is also on Overwatch. That's what worries me. But I have lightning reflexes. What the heck? Now is a good time for running gun. Problem is, will it be able to do the full job? Yes, I'm going to burn the Overwatch.
Yes. Aren't you going to tell me how to assimilate?
She's taken enough of these lucky graze hits. She better not get any more. And how bad can we damage him? I don't know that we can quite take him out unless we get lucky with a crit. Now, it was not time for us to get lucky, was it? Not time for us to get lucky. We got 2 more hit points left on that creature over there. I do have a grenade available, and that may be just what I have to do. Can I do it from full cover? Nope. So we're going to have to move on forward with you, Clint. Try and make this happen right here and hope we get that extra 2 points of damage. We're going to get rid of some loot, unfortunately. So that is our out. Let's see if we can get lucky and not have to use that grenade. It's only 32% on those 2 shots. If I were to take those 2 shots. And Worf, I can't get you any closer to make it worthwhile either. We're just going to start running you forward. hopefully be more helpful next time, I guess. Let's hope that grenade takes him out and doesn't do one cheesy little single point of damage. Let's see if we take him out. I'm paying for the loot, but we're starting to get down to the point where I need to get out of here. We need to skedaddle. Okay. Let's see. Where can we run a scientist? I think a scientist can easily run right over into the corner, be out of sight and out of direction from that Advent trooper. Now, do I have anybody super exposed that we got to worry about on that trooper? He's right there. What is best for me to do? It's only half cover if I move forward. We're taking a lot of nicks on this mission so far. Would be nice not to take any more nicks, but at the same time I got to push forward and see if we can start making a difference. And if I move you up here,
Yes, sir.
we'll have a shot. It's not a good shot, so we're going to have you on Overwatch. And he's running back again. What did he do? Some weird double move. Was that just some kind of... We scared you, you're the lone guy, you're freaking out, is that what it is? I can't quite get a flank up here, I don't think. Is this a flank shot? This is a flank shot. We have a flank shot. Reginald Barclay, can you actually connect on a flank shot? 77%. Good chance to at least graze.
Five of a kind.
Okay, it is time to run like the wind, guys. It is time to run like the wind, like you've never run before. Let's get our scientist up here. Just make sure there's no cockeyed lone drone that could be hiding out down here. Let's get the rest of our guys moving in that general direction. We definitely got to get you reloaded.
All right.
Clint, we got to get you moving forward and reloaded also.
Me, I finish things. That's what I do.
I hope we finish this mission in good shape. Who else have we got? We got Reginald Barclay. We're just going to blue move you up here also, just so you can... Oh, excuse me, that was Worf. Excuse me, sir. Let's get you reloaded also.
Yes, sir.
Get everybody ready, because his reinforcement meter may turn red next turn, and that is something we got to worry about. Let's get you down right here. So I at least have some loot here. I got to remember not to forget. Okay, that was the turn. Reinforcements still yellow imminent. So the first thing we're going to do before I forget is let's escape our scientist. That's what we're here for. Let's do it. The second thing we're going to do, let's see back in. The second thing we're going to do is head for that loot. And we can get there on a blue move, right? It's the other side of a wall. It's the other side of a door. So if I get you right here on a blue move, you should be able to reach around that little opening, right, and grab it. Yeah. Okay, we got a PCS Psi. We'll take it. And we'll run you, well, we'll just keep you on. Well, we'll run you over here. Reinforcements aren't imminent yet. And let's get everybody a motor. Time to motor. Motor City, guys. Motor City. Crash that glass. I don't care now. And let's get moving. Show off our speed, guys. Show off our speed. And it looks like we are all in range. There's 4 of us left. Reinforcements incoming. But we have no reason to mess around with them right now. Let's just get out and end ourselves with a successful mission. Although one of us did get dinged. Guinan, just 3 simple grazes. One graze takes out one of your armor. Another graze takes out the other armor. And yet the third graze gets you hurt. Dang it. but shouldn't be for too long. And here we go, we're ready to get out.
Full circle.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
And of course, the one thing I forgot to do is go hack the tower before I rushed on out of here just to see if I could get the loot. Oh, shame on me. Isn't there something I always forget? Oh no. So we missed an opportunity, guys. We missed an opportunity. Hopefully it won't cost us. And over, look where we got a photo we can take right off the bat. Resist, fight, believe. The aliens will know fear. We got the scientist out of here, and now they know who did it. Excellent. We did take the wound, but we got the mission done. So let's move on. Get any promotions out of it? That'll be the next question.
Advent officials revealed today's maneuver by local peacekeepers was a planned exercise. Citizens should not be alarmed. All weapon fire and wounds were simulated to better train Advent forces.
Yes, Guinan was active with her running gun, Delta mode. She just did it all. She did it all, guys. She did it all. Also paid the price for doing it all.
I never had any doubts about your capabilities.
9-day
Commander.
wound.
Excellent work as
Not the
always.
end of the world. And look at that, promotions all around. So now we're going to start gaining some of those extra activities or abilities that we sure would have come in handy on this particular mission. But we'll wait on the promotions till we actually get right up to a mission. That's usually the way I run it. And welcome, Zachary. We need the scientists. We have a bond potential between Guinan and Reginald Barclay. I'll think about the bonds after the fact. I'm not gonna rush into it. And new staff. Acquired research time decreased by 25%. Love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, we got lots of bonds available over here,
We've
so
been
we're gonna
picking
have
up
to
some
start
weird transmissions
exploring that.
lately. It sounds a little like German, but it's hard to tell.
A little like the Germans, yeah. Could he be hinting at Valen? Is that who he is talking about? We shall see. I don't think, let's see, $28 in supplies, 62 intel. Let's get out on the map and see what we got going. I got to refresh my memory. It's been a few days since I've been in here. See what we got working. We got, well, here we got a new target. Just by taking a peek, we got a new target. Let's see what kind of time frame we're dealing with. 7 days, fair, fair, fair. And we have an important prisoner. Sound familiar? Dr. Chaim Disha, I guess, is his name. And I think we're going to see if we can't put a team together to go do it. For 7 days, we should be able to get a team. And this is probably the same kind of mission we just got through doing, where we got to escort him out, is what it sounds like. Let's get in there and confirm
Setting
it.
course for Mexico.
All right, and as you guys know the drill, I am going to pick the team off camera, so we'll do a slight pause here. We'll come back and we'll take a look at the choices I've made, so you don't have to sit around listening to my let's do this, no, let's do this, let's do this. So that's, as is my trend, we will just skip on forward. So see you in a moment. Okay, we are back and we have the team picked out. We have set to go in a slightly larger team than our 4-person team last time on essentially the same mission. This time we have 5 soldiers along. We have Barclay along as our ranger. Looks like Homer Simpson is along as our assault. Chief Wiggums will be our grenadier. We have a shinobi this time, so someone who we will have in hiding to kind of scout things out for us. Jean-Luc Picard is along, and Clint Eastwood got rid of that blowout hair, so he looks a little bit more Clint Eastwood-ish now. And he's along, Dirty Harry, as a specialist. And this time I decided to bring him right back in. I do have a spare specialist, but he's not going to forget this time to hack a tower. How about that? I'm putting it all on Dirty Harry, not me, by the way. So anyway, that is the team that we're going to be sending in. Had a couple little additions to weapons that we set up, and one of those for Reginald Barclay. He got an advanced expanded magazine plus 2 clips. With his extra shots he was taking, he kept running out of ammo far too much, so hopefully the expanded mag will help him along. And Clint Eastwood got the PCS chip for hacking. That's a +6 on his hacking score, so that should help him through the rest of the playthrough, to be quite honest. And everybody that we're taking along in this mission is due for some promotion, so let's just take a quick peek on everybody and then move on forward. So Reginald Barclay, what I'm looking at doing with you is there's always tough choices every level where we go. I do like the idea of just making 2 moves and automatically being able to go on Overwatch. But what I decided is I want another option for that enemy out there that just needs that graze, or just a little bit more than a graze, so I can use the walk fire to try and take that enemy out. So I decided to go with walk fire for Reginald Barclay. Next in line, we have Homer Simpson, and for his promotion I've decided to stick, as we did with Guinan, I decided to stick with lightning reflexes. It just came in handy just a little too much. I sure do like the idea though, and hopefully get a chance to use it somewhere down the road, having my arc thrower disorient its target even when it misses. But we just seem to have a need too often for that lightning reflexes to pass that up yet. Maybe we'll have another build coming up that we'll be able to try something a little different. Next we got Chief Wiggums coming along, and as the first Grenadier that's gotten this far, I'm sticking with the way we're developing it. He's got Sapper, and now he's going to have Heavy Ordnance. Any damaging grenade in your grenade-only slot gains a bonus use. I could have done the same thing with, say, smoke grenades, but I went with the Boom Boom. We're in it on Chief Wiggums for the power and the explosive capability, so that's what we're going to use here on him. Jean-Luc Picard. I've decided to go. I got my last Shinobi Blade Master on this one, and especially for this mission, the type of mission that will come in handy, I've decided to go a little more stealth oriented with Jean-Luc Picard. Who knows, maybe down the road we'll even get to try a solo mission with him using his stealth to get in and out. But I decided to change it up a little bit for my second Shinobi getting here, and we're going to go with the Ghost Walker. At least I think he's the second Shinobi I've promoted to this point. And finally we got Dirty Harry over here. And for his promotion, I've decided, I could have used it last episode as a matter of fact. Revival protocol is sure nice, but I've decided, at least for the first one through on this, I want that combat protocol. I want that extra help against drones. I want that extra help against that sure kill enemy that's down to 1 or 2 health. So I took combat protocol. That should do it. Let's get these guys infiltrated or started on their infiltration.
In position for deployment.
All right, we are infiltrated. Now let's get back up to that radio beacon and finish the job that we had started
Avenger
up there.
plotting new course.
And then we got to get to scanning. I got to take a look at how I've got all my havens set, because I was a little short on supply last time around. And I got to make sure I have them all on the right duty once we get this radio. Here we go. Let's see what this new target is. It's also down below. Only 5 days on this one. What are we looking at? Rescue resistance contacts, free captured rebels. We could use some more resistance contacts down here, but we only got 5 days to do it, so this could be a smaller team. Let's see if we can squeeze in at least 5 soldiers to rescue and beef up the resistance down here in the south.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
New Mexico, to be precise. Okay, as you know, I'm going to do the decisions off camera, and we'll come right back and pick out the team that or show you the team that we're going to infiltrate. So hang on and see you right back at the other side. Okay, we are back with the team we have picked, and we have a team of 5 for this rescue mission, trying to rescue 3 resistant personnel. We still came in under the count, so possibly I could have squeezed in 1 more soldier, but our ranks in the barracks are getting a little light, so I want to be ready if another mission should be popping up here soon. So I decided to go in with 5 since we're still looking at extremely light. And down in New Mexico, they haven't built up their strength much, so hopefully it'll stay light and we'll be just fine. Brought along Beverly Crusher as a sharpshooter. I've used a sharpshooter on these missions in the past to kind of cover the advance and retreat. We have Jake Solomon as our ranger. Sebastian Jeske is our shinobi. Specialist Will Riker is along. Hopefully we have a chance to maybe open the doors at a distance this time. We will see. And Q is along as our technical. So we got some firepower on the mission. And on top of all this, I gave Beverly Crusher an advanced stock on her sniper rifle that allows her to use the steady weapon ability for plus 22 aim and crit chance. So that ought to come in handy and dovetail nicely with her scope that she got. I also gave Jake Solomon a little buff to his weapon and auto loader. My Rangers tend to go through the ammo fast, so his first 2 rounds or first 2 reloads are free, so that ought to help him stay on top of the ammo situation there. Finally, I gave Sebastian, our shinobi, a little extra range. He got the PCS speed chip, so he has +1 mobility with that, so hopefully he can reach people when I need to slash them a little bit better. And finally, we got 3 promotions to come up before we can jump in and start infiltrating Beverly Crusher. Let's get in here and take a look at what you have available. I'm looking at doing something. Last time I think I did Death from Above, and while that's decent for sharpshooter, grants long range accuracy bonus for sniper rifles and doesn't end your turn when you kill from above. But I also like this rapid targeting also. Being able to hollow target as a free action. There's a cooldown on it, but sometimes it's nice to get that hollow target in and then still, hopefully, since it doesn't end my turn, I'm able to shoot after that when it's used as a free action. And that would increase her flexibility also. So I'm going to try the rapid targeting, and a lot of these soldiers, I haven't done all these different perks before, so I may be trying a bunch of different builds, just seeing what I like, what I don't like, so in future playthroughs I'm going to have a little more knowledge going in. Jake Solomon also has a promotion. And with our last ranger, we chose Walkfire, and that's great. I came very, very close to doing it again, but I decided for Jake, we're going to try a little first couple of promotions as more of an Overwatch, covering fire kind of specialist. And so if he spends all his action moving, he automatically goes into Overwatch. We're going to pick that perk as his little bonus. And finally, Q. Q is the other one that has a promotion also, our technical over here. And I'm looking at this, I just have not had the ability to get in a position, I'm just not used enough, I guess, to moving my technicals or rocket guys, whatever you want to call them, my heavies over, you know, keeping them up close enough to get in position for that flamethrower. Just doesn't happen enough, so I'm still going to stick with that fire in the hole to give me that accurate rocket, which just comes in handy sometimes. So I'm kind of picking the same perk there. I just don't have confidence in my playstyle yet to be in position enough to get that flamethrower action going. If that should start changing and I think about it more in missions as we go down the road, maybe I'll start using that perk more in the future, okay? We are ready. Let's go get infiltrated, guys. We were able to hold on to full loads or full complements of grenades and armor also, and still be infiltrated under time.
Squad green to deploy.
We're picking up targets left and right, and I'm not even trying. Okay, this is one of the liberation missions. We definitely need to get on this one. Liberation, rescue a defector, rescue the VIP from an advent vehicle. Unfortunately, oh my goodness, only 4 measly little days, so we got to try doing this. And I just took a shinobi out. It would have been nice to have a shinobi. We'll have to see if we have someone available, if I can make this mission work. Definitely need to, being as part of the liberation sequence. So let's see if we can get in there and pick out a team that can do the rescue. At least it is a concealed start. Extremely light activity still.
Setting course for Eastern United States.
All right, once again, we're lining up those infiltrations, so boom, 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 a bunch of missions are going to come due here, probably kind of all at once. And as the default team right here of 5 is over, don't be surprised if all we're able to squeeze in here is a team of 4 to do this. Fortunately, it's extremely light, so we know we've done it before with only 4. That was more of an escort thing. This time we'll have to actually pop them out. So hang on there. I'm going to see you on the other side as soon as I pick out this team. Okay, welcome back. We have our team. We're going in small, but we're going in heavy. That's for sure. And mainly that's because I really didn't have any other choices. I had to take data out of Haven Advisor. I think I'm down 1 Haven Advisor. So it's going to be time for me to pick up and do some recruiting to get some extra soldiers, because I've got 4 in the sick bay right now, wounded for anywhere from 4 to 15 days. So I'm feeling the effects of that right now. So it's time to bring on some more rookies. And I also have 2 rookies which I'm going to send into the training center and probably get promoted or trained as an assault and shinobi. So just word to anybody out there, if you're interested in a soldier, now is the time, because once they come out of training, I will give them my own names if nobody submits for them, some kind of world figure celebrity, as I usually do for the open characters. Okay, this is the team. Nothing special. Actually, I accidentally put a suppressor, just thinking if I put a suppressor on Troy, maybe I can get that one more soldier in, but not quite. So we're a little under infiltrated, just enough to where we can infiltrate up to 117%. But anyway, we're going in as is. We have 1 promotion to deal with before we go in, and what we're going to do is we have our 2nd promotion for our, well, I was going to say Rocketeer, but guess what? I'm not going to use the rocket promo on this one. I'm going to force myself to have to find a way to use that flamethrower and get him in a position to use the flamethrower. And with only 4 soldiers on here, I can't. He's not going to be hiding in the back. He's going to be up near the front. So I'm going to say now is the time to work on it. Your flamethrower can now disorient or panic enemies also. And that's kind of a cool perk, I think. So let's give it a try and see if I can put it to use. Let's jump in and get this one infiltrated. See if I can go more than 2 seconds without coming up with another mission, because I don't have any more soldiers available.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Okay, with that in mind, let's finish this radio beacon up here, and then I'm going to go in and take a look at the Havens and see if we can
Avenger
refocus
plotting
what
new
they're
course.
working on. still got 1 day left for Avenger power.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
Okay, we completed one, all those extra scientists are paying off. So we completed the Advent if I can talk, Advent Officer Autopsy Research. There we go. It's not even a tongue twister, but everything's a tongue twister to me.
Have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
So we got all sorts of new research available. AP rounds available. We can render Advent Trooper corpses to come up with things we may need in the future. So we got some choices up here. In fact, we can go ahead and render a Trooper corpse. How many Trooper corpses do we have? That's the question. I may want to go out and take a peek at how many we have before I pick a research. Now we'll go back. We'll just pick. Rendering a trooper is not super important to me right now. Well, at some point it'd be nice to expand our resistance radio, but I don't want to use all my intel to do that right now. Hybrid materials, getting some improved armor would be potentially nice. That's 5 days of research. It's only 1 day to render this one trooper. Let's just render the one trooper. I know I've got to have enough trooper corpses to be able to afford one. Let's just render the one, then we'll probably move on to hybrid materials.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you
Yeah,
as soon as the report.
You didn't know any more than I knew. Yeah.
Having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the Commander's implant, I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip this time around.
Well, let's get out there. Once and for all, let's try to get this radio beacon. There we go. The Resistance has relayed information concerning an Advent supply. Here we don't go. We have a supply raid and I have no friggin' troops. Do I need to see about ignoring one of my other missions so we can do it? 7 days before it expires. At the moment, let's ignore it and see how much time we have left. Oh, there's our Avenger power finally. That had to be the longest one day ever to try and get some Avenger power with everything popping up in between. Let's see, 19% infiltrated. Down here, 26% infiltrated. So dang, that means they're upping their strength over here in the east. I need to find a way. To get into it, but I just don't have the soldiers to be able to do it. And we got VIPs all over the place. Which ones can I give up the most? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it would be nice to get in there. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We have a predicament ahead of us. We are not sure what we want to do. So I'm going to put it out to all of you. If you have some ideas, shoot me some feedback on what we need to do. Do I need to cancel a mission? What mission should I cancel? We are looking to extract a VIP from the Advent City. Oh, enemy readiness. Well, that's because we aren't infiltrated yet. We have a scientist here that we can extract. That's one, and we would have a squad of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that would become available. We have the jailbreak over here, which is freeing captured rebels, which we kind of need some more. But maybe that's the one. Maybe we can get by without growing our haven down here. What do you think? Whoops, and how many soldiers would that free up? That would free up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I also have 5 soldiers on this mission. And we also have Zulu extraction here with only 4 soldiers. And this one is a story advancing one, Liberation, one of the Liberation chain missions that we really need to kind of go on. It only frees up 4 soldiers. Wow. Wow. What a bad timing on that supply mission. Which mission would be better for us to give up? This is where I'm going to stick it out to you guys to help. I got 2 Haven advisors I could free up, and I've got 2 rookies free right now that I didn't quite put into training yet. So, which mission, or should I, or is it okay based on the missions I have to skip it? I don't think it's good to skip it because that's really going to build up, the way my understanding is, potentially build up their force level in the eastern, but their advent strength right now is only at 1 over there. So maybe I can afford a little bit of a build up over here. What do you think? I want some feedback from all my listeners, so if you have some info for me, you have some ideas for me, please. This is where I need that help to help me make some decisions and help me make up my mind. So this is Zigzag Zog signing off from Western Kentucky. I hope to hear from some of you with some ideas on how we need to proceed here, because we got boot-coot choices ahead of us. Signing off from Western Kentucky, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.